Day 231 in the year of Dantistry. Marcus, these crossings are never without issue, as you can imagine. Yesterday, Jump Team 5 came through the Conduit with one extra traveler. Because this was done out of schedule, we had the first slice in 4 years. A Sienna Brimshore found herself without any feet. The rest of the jump party did their best to assist her, and a particularly useful levitate spell performed by a Riviana Hemera pulled the suffering noble out of the water. I sent the party to retrieve a regrowth potion from Medic Bumblehorn. It turns out that the ball of fur loaned the potion to Janice again. The newcomers sought out Janice in her tower, and I can only assume at least one of them impressed the gnome with their sense of rhythm. On the way back from the tower, the group ran into some fire beetles. They were dispatched quickly, and the bums didn't even save the abdomens for Beetle Bisque. They made it back to Strelitzia by nightfall, delivered the potion, and we administered it to Brimshore. Brimshore was in a lot of pain, and I'm hopeful we were early enough to avoid her having to buy different size shoes for the rest of her days. Bear, the other tiefling in the jump party, apologized to Brimshore, and I'm hopeful Strelitzia will remain a peaceful and welcoming place for our jump teams to get their bearings in Ardenale. One last thing. I thought I saw an owl last night. It will have been the first owl I've seen since leaving Loncalad. Remember that blue owl we saw together under the third moon snowlight? My heart aches for those times past. I miss you, Marcus. Forever yours, Marcus of Ardenale.
All right, and I'm going to need everybody but Ravi to take off their headphones momentarily. And when I do this, when I do this, you can put them back on.
It's always
All right. Ravi, as you sleep, very, very early morning, you are awoken by a small figure leaning over your bed. You recognize this figure as Janice. And she says to you, I know who you seek, but she cannot dwell among inordinate amounts of darkness. And a crack of thunder and lightning, and she is gone. And you look over to the rest of the room, and you see almost like a thick sludge hanging down from points in the roof and points on the other bed. A sludge that almost has a pulse to it. Boom, boom, boom. And you blink your eyes in shock and horror, and it's gone. Everything is back to normal. And there's a thunderstorm. All right, and I need everybody to roll a roll perception. Perception. I just realized my dice are still in my travel bag. I'll be right back.
Oh,
rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god, I also rolled a natural 20!
9. 24.
On that stupid blue
Oh wait, we get to do something? That's right, I forgot.
Perception? Oh my god, that's a 24.
Perception.
Me too!
9.
17.
Oh my god, holy shit. I also just realized Paul is putting these up, so I do not have to record everything word for word. I can in fact just watch this again.
Indeed.
That's true.
Okay, sorry about that. Frantic. We had 2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
Both of
And
us
I
have
would like to show
24.
chat my beautiful Vela die that I made.
Oh, that's
Okay,
gorgeous.
carry on.
Ooh.
Good. Okay, cool. So, Ravi and Vela, you are, well, one of you is awoken by what we, the players, would kind of think is a cell phone vibration. Like a vibration, and it's coming from one of your bags.
I'm going to open my bag. Take a look.
It's where is
Who was-
everyone's bags?
Woken by this.
I
just-
left mine in the middle of the room before claiming the Tom bunk and passing out.
Just the two of you. Just the two of you heard it, so the two of you woke first.
Oh, my 17 wasn't good enough.
Nope.
You
My
hear
bag
that?
is right next to me.
Okay.
I will also open it.
I will have to get out of bed.
It is coming from Vela's bag. So Robbie, you can do what you want with that information.
I
What?
think your bag is vibrating.
I sit up and just start like rummaging through it, probably tossing things out. Do I find what's moving?
As soon as you start moving the bag, it stops vibrating.
I'm still going to search through the bag.
But the contents of the bag, there's one specific item in there that Vela knows that is very warm to the touch.
I'll be right back. And I'm going to grab my bag, shove everything back in it, and run outside.
Oh, what is it?
With that conversation, the rest of you are awake now.
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing's going on.
What time is it?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Because
The thunderstorm woke me. It's very loud.
well, where's Vela?
I don't know. She was making a noise and she ran out the door.
Out into this weather.
Apparently.
I want to just stare at her, like really, just like not break that gaze.
I'm not lying.
Vela, what do you...
I suppose we could check the outhouse. I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Feel free.
Well, I was hoping one of you might volunteer to do it, seeing as how you seem to be a little closer to it. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to approach the privy.
Fine. I like the rain anyway. I will go outside and try to find Vela.
All right, cut to Vela. What are you doing?
Una?
Luna is actually tucked under one of the flower petals on your hut, and looks down.
We've got a situation. Can you help me? I look around for just somewhere that's sort of out of the way and not visible from either any windows or just sort of tucked away somewhere.
Okay. And if you'd like to do something in secret without the rest of the players knowing, you can ask for headphones removed.
Okay, I will before we get to that.
Okay.
Cool. Have I found somewhere?
Yes. Yeah. Just kind of around the back of the flower, tucked underneath the kind of the bowl of the back of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's headphones time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This is what it feels like to be on the other side of this for the first time in my life.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna take my compass out of my bag. And what does it feel like?
Okay, it's still a warm, but is cooling down very quickly.
Is it vibrating still?
Nope.
I'm just gonna look around and make sure no one's watching. Is anyone watching?
Actually, give me a perception check.
Okay. Luna, keep an eye out, please. Can I have her do it too?
Yes.
Okay.
Luna actually takes to the sky and starts circling your specific.
Well, that was good. That's a 21 for me, and then for Luna, it is... Ooh, actually mine was better. Oh, I didn't pull up her stats. I think she has a... Sorry, I forgot I need an owl. I believe it's a +2 or +3, so it's probably 14.
Okay.
I will double check.
Okay. Luna notices there are some children playing in the square. It's actually a little bit later in the morning than you originally thought.
Okay.
7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there.
But nobody's watching us, yeah?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna open the secret compartment and just look at the item.
Okay. You look at the item. It is that little black cube, and it is not. Doesn't seem to be doing anything different.
Does it look any different from when I've seen it before?
Nope.
Just the same? Do I have any idea why it was vibrating and why it got warm all of a sudden?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Let me pull up my cheat sheet.
Ooh, that was good. My Vela die is doing pretty well today. History, 19.
Okay. It seems to you that this item seemed to have been triggered by something. Some
Do you have
kind of...
any idea what it was?
You don't.
Okay. I take it and I close up the compartment. And I stand up. I just hold out my arm for Luna to come back.
Luna
Actually, I
flaps.
feel like headphones are fine.
Okay. Come on back. Dang it, I forgot to plug in my light again. I always do that. All right, sorry everybody. That should be the last one. For who knows? It's probably. I guess that's up to you guys. Okay. So Ravi heads outside.
Yeah.
Okay, and you are looking for
Vela.
Ayla. Okay, give me a perception check.
Perception. Oh wow. This dice is in it tonight. In it to win it. That is a 22.
A 22. Okay. You notice Vela coming out from behind the building.
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Why would you think otherwise?
You ran from the room very quickly.
Well, I guess nature calls sometimes, but I'm fine. No problem.
What about what
Anyway.
is in your bag?
Oh, I don't know. It stopped moving, so I assume it's fine. Really, nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
You don't think something moving in your bag isn't concerning?
If it even was moving, it's not anymore. I think it's fine. No big deal. I'm going back inside now.
Was that what woke you up?
I suppose. Something was making noise. Or maybe it was just the thunder.
Oh, right. Yeah, we can go back.
Is actually I hold out my arm and say, "Do you want to meet someone first?"
Yes.
I'm waiting for her to come.
Luna kind of circles around the entire courtyard twice and lands very, very quietly on her arm.
Oh.
And just kind of stuck. This is my friend. Her name's Luna. Would you like to touch her?
I'm going to reach my hand out very gently.
As Ravi reaches, Luna's feathers gets all poofy.
No. All right, that's fine.
And then
It's all right,
My hair
don't
does
worry.
that when I'm upset too.
Well, she doesn't much like the rain. I suppose that's all right. Well, dear, I'll see you in a bit. I let her fly.
she takes off, and actually, but just flies right under where she was originally perched. Right, kind of. It's almost like the porch area made by the flower petals above you.
She's very beautiful.
I know.
Did she come with you in the water?
Oh, no. She wouldn't like that at all. I waited until I got here to bring her. She prefers it that way, I suppose.
Ah.
Yes, I brought her back last night.
Ah. Interesting.
So Vela and Ravi are heading back inside.
Yep.
Okay.
I found her.
Ah, there she is. Was it in the privy as suspected?
No.
Where was it?
It's no problem, really. No big deal.
Well, if you say so. Oh, wonder what they have for breakfast around these parts. Getting rather famished.
I'd like to go talk to Bumblehorn.
Bumble.
Yes.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes, everybody can mark off a long
Okay.
rest.
Yay!
Yeah, it's about. It's
Wait,
actually.
you mark something?
I actually did it for you, Marissa. So you, when you take a long rest, you can click the long rest button up at the top of your D&D page, D&D Beyond
Oh,
page.
that's why I got 7. Oh, okay, I see. Whoa.
Yep. So
7.
depending on what your abilities are and such, that usually kind of resets your character and gives you a rest.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Okay, so everybody heads outside.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of going to see Bumblehorn again?
I am very interested in healing. I am a healer.
Ah, well,
You may find it useful someday, so you know.
I very much suspect I will find that useful in these parts. As last night displayed, there is some danger around.
So many
Well,
bugs.
I do suppose it would probably behoove us to learn medications for these parts. So, yes. Let us continue.
All right. So as you step outside, the children that the owl saw, that Luna saw earlier, are actually they're all still gathered around the courtyard. And Ravi, maybe you actually didn't notice them at first because they're dwarf children. They're very tiny children.
I'm only 5 feet tall.
But they are they're running around, and they have fire beetle carapaces that they're playing with. They're all glowing. And they're what they are doing is they're running around and they're holding them above their heads, and as the rain falls on the carapaces, they still light up. They glow as the rain patters on them.
Oh. They
And
still do that after they're dead.
so they're and then Over off to the side, the right-hand side, you do see what looks like their mother standing there as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a nice day.
You like the rain?
I do.
Very well. As I can see, you're new here. My name is Nidori Bumblehorn.
Ah, you are the infirmary keeper's wife.
That's correct.
Norina? Norina?
Nidori.
Nope. Oh, wow.
Dory.
That's pretty.
So, you proficient in the healing arts as well?
Oh no, I actually just came across yesterday.
Oh.
Really? How long has a Bumblehorn been here?
Oh, I reckon, give or take 15 years.
15 years. You just now coming to join them?
That's how long I had to wait to get a ticket across the conduit.
Well,
Oh.
it's quite some time. I have my sympathies waiting, being away for that long. Are all these children yours?
Yes, that's Gustum, that's Tactus, Audit, and Sentir.
Oh.
They look rather young. 15 years, you say you've been apart?
Dwarves live for a very long time.
Ah, right.
Human.
I understand.
Apologies, I do not see many dwarves around the parts I come from.
Well, can I help you with anything today?
We are looking for your husband. Is he around?
Well, last I checked, he was in the medic's office. You could check there, unless he was called out to help somebody out.
And is Janice with him?
Janice. I haven't met Janice yet.
Oh.
Oh, you are
small,
in for a treat.
small little gnome. She works with him, no?
He did mention anything yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to talk about everything.
We will check this medics. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so the entire group's walking over to the medic's office?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. All right, you walk over, and then, as before, you've got the door in front of the office that you've got to pull down and walk up. Everybody enters one by one, as it's a little tight inside. As you enter the medic's office, you can see that there are a few more pots and potion containers. It looks as if Janice has returned the stores.
Is anyone in here?
And yes, Bumblehorn is sitting at his usual table.
Excuse me.
What can I help you with?
Have you seen Janice?
Oh, I don't believe I have. I think she came in the night last night and returned all the pots.
Did she bring anything interesting?
Bring anything interesting? I don't think so. I just returned what was mine. But to be honest, she doesn't usually come when I'm here. Sneaks in, grabs some potions, sneaks off.
And you let her?
She's always returned everything she's taken.
But what if you need the potion right away? Like yesterday?
Well, we don't often need the potions right away. Yesterday was kind of an event. brought
Mm,
on
Just
by
kinda like,
all of you folks, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. All
Well,
of us.
not all of us. One in
Mhm.
particular decided to hitchhike.
But we
who?
all fixed it together, so it's fine. Okay, well, this has been wonderful. Thank you very much. You know where we get breakfast?
Sure, you can head to breakfast at the barracks.
Barracks. Huh.
Thank you.
Well, I do hope barracks breakfast here is an improvement from where we come from.
I'm just starving already. What do you need Janice for anyway? I thought we were here for Bumblehorn.
Yes.
I was wondering about a potion I saw in her drum room.
I love that room.
Yes, me too. I
What
think I would
potion?
like to go visit, actually. I'm so very interested in this potion.
But I'm starving.
What is this potion?
I don't know. I was so interested. You know, I'm training to be a healer.
I'm quite aware, so there must be some particular property you noticed in this potion for it to draw your interest. So, I'm curious. What was that?
It was glowing.
Glowing.
Very becomingly. I've never seen this color in a potion before.
Fascinating. Well, suppose it'll still be there in a certain point today, so I do recommend we all go grab some breakfast first.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you.
Suppose that sounds fine. I do need to check in. I don't know who has my orders. Say, Bumblehorn. Who do I talk to for a job here?
For a job, you've got to head over to the town center. That's where everyone gets their jobs and applies for. That's where everyone gets their jobs and applies for their tokens of potent.
Tokens, what?
Oh,
Your tokens of potent? You should have been briefed on that before you came over.
Oh,
I feel we must have been
hardly
briefed
at
on
all.
I'm afraid I missed
once
the
again,
briefing.
I see there's a failure in communication here.
Well, it's simple, really. In order to show your allegiance to the city of Potem, the main establishment as you come over here, you have to collect 5 tokens of Potem to present at the gates of Potem.
Is this not the city?
Allegiance.
Is this the city? This is just the staging ground for the Conduit.
Oh,
Huh.
potent.
All right. So, just to be clear, I have to get these tokens before I can do my job, even though I was already hired by someone.
No, the tokens they're just to get into the city of Potem.
Oh, I see.
Well, you
Alright.
see, I already have a job for you. You won't need to be going to the city for a job. Any of you, of course, are welcome. I can compensate fairly. I'm a bit of an amateur archaeologist, and there are some artifacts of interest that come from these parts I'm looking for, so any help would be appreciated, and of course, as I said, fairly compensated.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Fantastic, that's the spirit. Anybody else?
How much do you pay?
Possible.
Well, that depends on a number of things. What particular skills you can bring to the table, experience, of course, hazard pay too, if you're willing to trounce into more dangerous grounds.
I suppose that's all fine. You know, I was actually hired to be a map maker. I'm a cartographer, so perhaps I could
Yes.
still, I don't know, do this job. I mean, I don't even know who hired me, so
Well, I did
You
hire a
crossed.
cartographer, and appears to be nobody else here who's taking those skills, so I believe you are under my employ.
Oh, so you're the one who hired me, then?
It would appear that is the case. So, I've already got
Oh.
one in the party and another anxious volunteer. How about you?
Well, that was simple.
I don't really need money, but
Take what you
Well,
can get, dear.
I suppose it would be good
if you don't
to
need
help me
money,
explore.
oh yes, of course.
I will take the money, of course.
You'd be a fool not to.
Never do something for free that you're good at.
That's the spirit there. I like this group already.
Hmm.
I
Lad,
think
what
we'll make a
was your name
fantastic
again?
team. Quentin Marshgrave
Quentin.
of House Marshgrave. Perhaps you were familiar before you crossed the bridge here.
Would Ravi have any awareness of the Marshgraves in relation to her own family? In terms of highest on the pecking order?
Because I think you did a check last time, right? Because
maybe I
you're
did.
not as familiar with the name Marshgrave. Like, you think you've heard it, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're not sure who's higher ranking.
Would I be aware of her Marsh?
Let me see. Let's roll. Let's roll a history check.
Oh. Okay, there goes one. I got a backup here. Oh, that is a natural 20. I am so glad I got a natural 20 for that.
Oh god damn
Probably
it.
my one for the night.
You are aware of her family. And actually you have a friend in
So exciting.
I haven't finished moving all my note app to another. All right, you have a friend in Bessel who has just kind of likes to keep you informed of all the happenings in Bessel, and they've told you of a family that has been staying there for the past 5 years. Just as kind of a mission of, what's the word? One sec here. Ambassadors was the word I was looking for. So you've heard of the family and them spending time in Bessel. And I can disclose the pecking order right now if you'd like, or you can wait and I'll just shoot the message to you.
Okay.
Okay, better question that maybe you could shoot to me is, am I, Olivia, aware of Robbie's family's position?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Breakfast?
Yes, breakfast. I am quite intrigued by the cuisine you might have here.
Cuisine.
Cuisine.
All right.
Yeah.
So everyone's headed to the barracks?
Relax.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you head over back behind, basically behind the kind of hut, the apartment that you stayed, the flower apartment, and walk into that main building. It seems to be that this building, again, it's kind of the domed structure, almost looks like a barrel that's been cut in half, just kind of informing the chat as well if you weren't here last week. A big barrel cut in half and laid on its side. as you walk in, it looks like this is kind of a multi-purpose type of space. But over to the left, opposite side of where we left Sienna last night, there is a small kitchen, like a where you would kind of take your trays by, and there is one cook serving just one person in line. It looks like everyone else has been seated or has finished and left already. Yeah.
Right then, I'm starving. I walk straight up there and get food.
I will follow.
Yep. I will take the lead because obviously I would be served first in my head.
Can Ravi attempt to trip him as he passes her?
Ravi wants to trip him.
He does.
Yes, give me give me an athletics check. And actually Quentin, give me an athletics as well. Or actually give me a Yeah, give me an athletics as well. Let's do it that way.
Oh, I got a natural 20 again.
Loaded
I
die.
had 17.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
I'm glad that other die
do a
fell on the
flip.
floor.
So as Ravi reaches out to trip, kind of like back behind you, look at the left foot back behind. Quentin actually notices, and with one foot hooks it around and spins her. And she kind of stumbles, and Quentin gets in line first.
What happened to ladies first? That's what you
You
said
are
last
going to have to be quicker than that. My apologies. It's just out of habit of being lowered. I'm sure you understand, but of course, my apologies. Ladies first, of course. Go right
While
ahead.
they're arguing, can I have already went up there?
give me a stealth check.
Ravi's going to turn around, stand in front of him, and stick her tongue out at him. It's very blue.
No, for one of these. Yep. 18.
Yes, you definitely sneak to the front of the line.
Just gonna look up and suddenly notice that she's standing in front and be like, oh, now there's an opportunist.
All right, you get up to the front of the line, and actually the person's just finished being served. And in front of you stands a very, very tall human man. But like really, really tall. And
And I say, what's cooking good looking?
he's actually got two sets of braids that kind of go back and forth across his head. Almost like the braids, but they've been like glued to a bald head. Almost looks that way, but says, new around here.
How could you tell?
I haven't seen you before.
Oh.
What'll you be having?
I'm just gonna peek around and be like, what exactly is all this?
So you see it laid out in front of you. There's trays. It actually looks like some type of turtle, but like a longer turtle has been hollowed out and turned over into a tray. But 4 of them lined up, and there is kind of a brownish mush, a reddish mush, peas. What they would look like peas, and carrots in the other one. But these carrots are a deep red. You can pick 3.
I will try everything but the peas.
And you watch as he just kind of very lunch lady slops it and plops it on a tray. He actually is holding the tray, slops it, plops it, passes it to you.
Thank you.
I want to like lean into him and be like, just give me your 3 favorites.
Nobody's ever asked me what I like.
First time for everything.
And he gets the first 2 and then the last one, avoiding the peas as well.
Sick.
I'll have what she has having, I suppose. Pointing to Fair.
All right, and slops it together as well.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not one to skimp on breakfast, and love to sample all the fare a place has to offer. I'm gonna flip a silver under the table and say, I'll try everything.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh, that is 14.
14. He takes the coin and looks at it. This is really pretty. And pockets it and serves you up all 4.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your hospitality and kindness.
Tell your jump team that silverware's on the table.
I will do. Much obliged. Silverware's on the table. Let us grab a seat.
After you.
I'll go grab a seat.
We sit.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
sit down and just start going. Mush, good. Carrot's good.
Let's see, who got the peas? Quentin got the
I did.
peas. And that's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin, you notice that the peas are very, very spicy. But
Ooh. Peas have got a kick to them.
Do you need some water?
I think I'll be all right here.
I take my finger and I stick it in one of the piles of mush. I say, strawberry pie. And I cast Prestidigitation and make it taste like strawberry pie.
What? Prestidigitation does that?
It's the freaking best spell ever. Anyone else?
No,
you're
thank
fine.
you.
Robbie's going to like
Spoiled.
hold her tray out. Yes,
What
please.
do you want?
Spiced lamb.
All right. I stick my finger in it and it shimmers a little bit and now it tastes like spiced lamb.
This
Enjoy.
is the way to use magic.
I agree.
Amazing. Robbie eats very fast.
after that last one, the cook comes over. He's noticed you working on the food, and walks over. What you doing?
Excuse me? What?
What we have silverware. You're putting your finger in the food.
Oh, I know. It's so good. I thought, it's delicious, really.
Delicious.
Delicious.
And he
Yes.
smiles and walks back to the kitchen.
Good save.
Cruel, cruel people. All of you.
That's a fantastic trick, and I may use of that in the future. But in the meantime, I believe you're cheating yourself out of an experience by not tasting what this land has to offer.
I already tasted it first, believe me. Strawberry pie is much better.
Ah, well,
Must be nice to be so privileged.
quite it is. And while you're under my employ, you will experience the same.
So you're my boss then?
That would appear to be the rumor.
Right. So did you talk to Captain Godreg then?
Did I?
Insight check. I'm dying to do this. May I please insight check, Quentin?
You are not familiar with that name.
Captain who?
Godreg. You know, real tall. Very tall. Taller than, Chef over there. Half orc. You don't know him.
I'm quite sure I'd remember someone like that. It does not ring a bell.
But then who talked to you? How did I end up working for you then?
He offered you an opportunity that was better than what you've got. Take it.
Oh, that's not true.
Well,
So you are not who brought her over here.
papers across my desk all the time. I just look through them and sign off. I have people who handle these matters for me.
All right.
Interesting. I'm just gonna keep eating.
What are you doing here? I'm speaking to Fair.
Me. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go, I guess. I came here on a whim, remember? My accident.
Oh. That seems like a big risk to take.
Let's just say I didn't need to be where I was.
How come?
Oh, just reasons. Can I finish my food and pick up the tray and, walk away?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
She's friendly.
Running with the law, no doubt. Plenty of people like that. I don't blame them for taking a risk to come over here.
Oh, risk that almost killed Sienna.
Yes, results are unfortunate, but desperate people do many things.
So how much are you going to be paying us?
Well, again, we can discuss your price. What skills are you proficient in? What is your experience?
If you die, I can heal you.
Hmm. That's quite an indispensable talent. How long have you been doing this?
For a while. It is in my blood.
A natural. I like that.
So-
Well, what is your asking price?
What are you offering?
Well, I would, of course, pay for your food and lodgings during the duration of our stay here, along with, well, how would you feel about 50 silver per day as a matter of your salary? And in a pinch, if your healing is required, you would receive a bonus, depending on the severity of the wounds.
75 silver a day.
75. Well, seeing as options are limited here for a healer, I suppose that could be arranged.
And you must supply all your own diamonds.
My own diamonds.
It is how I will heal you.
Well, well, therein lies a rub. How much healing can you do without a diamond?
A fair amount. But if you are really dead, you're going to want a diamond.
So only a death would require a diamond, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Fine. Can be arranged. I happen to have a diamond or two and some jewelry upon me, but hopefully that will not be required. But
Wonderful. Ravi's going to stick out her hand.
it's a deal.
She's going to squeeze very hard.
Oh. Ah.
Ravi, as you feel his hands, they're cold and clammy.
Are you sick? She's just
no,
gonna get like right
just-
up in his face and like put a hand on his forehead.
I appreciate your concern, but
You
I'm
feel
doing just
sweaty,
fine.
but cold.
Nature of where I come from, it's quite damp. Yes, most people find it off-putting, but get used to it after quite some time.
Oh, I think.
Oh, Mike's going down.
Yeah, I think we just lost your mic for some reason.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Yeah.
How's that?
Better.
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
Good to know.
Yes, but the moisture does well for the skin.
And you'll be paying everyone else the same, it seems.
Not quite the same. Depends on their skills as well.
I think it is only fair.
Speaking of Fair, Fair, what are you doing?
I'm talking to the cook guy.
You're talking. Okay.
And we're just having a chat about the mush
All right.
because I think it's delicious.
You liked the mush.
I did. Best mush I've had in years.
It's got a name.
What do you call it?
Mashed ack.
Sorry.
What inspired such a name?
It's made from the fruit of the ack.
Is that common here?
Very common.
Where
But
can I
we're about out of it.
Is it instinct? Is it extinct?
No, I mean the stores.
Oh.
And he just points behind him, and you can see a bunch of other stuff, but nothing that closely resembles fruit of any sort.
Okay. All right. Well, it was nice to meet you.
What's your name, friend?
My name's Fair.
Fair. Fair, if you see any ack, and you bring them to me.
I want to like wink to him and then just say, "Of course."
Thanks. Okay, back at the table.
Well, I would have a pre-arranged contract with Vela, so that's already taken care of.
Fine. I don't need much anyway.
Now, you see, and not everybody's skills are quite as useful as a healer.
Excuse me, I need to reach the salt. I'm going to reach over his tray and accidentally stick my finger in his food and make it taste very burnt.
Are you trying to do this stealthily or just do it?
Stealthily, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm trying to cover it up.
Give me a, not a stealth, but a, what's the dexterity one?
Sleight of hand.
Give me a sleight of hand, exactly.
15.
15. Yeah, I'd say you pull it off without him noticing.
And I reach the salt. I just start salting my food, and I set it down and carry on eating.
Take a bite. Huh. This dish seems to have turned rather quickly. Set it aside.
Well, you should have taken me up on my offer for strawberry pie instead.
Oh, definitely in the future after now tasting it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
From the corner of the room, you hear like a shout out in pain, like oh, just a more like a yelp, not like a sustained like not like somebody's getting attacked or something. And you look over, and Sienna is still laying in a kind of a cot, There's actually 4 or 5 cots laid out over there in that area, but she's the only one being laying on one of them. But it seems as though the growth potion is not comfortable.
That sounds rough.
Very
Yes.
painful.
Ravi, do you suppose there's anything you could do to ease her suffering, as I believe our group is responsible for her condition?
I mean, she's already being healed. I can't really do much else in regards to pain.
Yeah, rather unfortunate.
Can I ask the fruit expert if there's a fruit that can help ease pain?
Sure, go for it.
All right. What's his name again? Does he have a name? I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody's asked him.
Oh, well, that's noted. I was going to say, excuse me. So, are there any other fruits around here that you know of that may help, calm the mind or ease pain?
Roots.
Since you're so smart.
Roots that ease pain. Well, I like the ack fruit.
Does the ack fruit do anything special?
It tastes good.
It tastes good. Okay. Anything else?
If you go down by the river, there's another fruit.
Uh-huh. And what's that called?
I don't know. They don't let me have that one.
Who's they?
Marcus and the rest of them.
Okay. What does it look like?
It's big and green.
Big and green. Anything else that would help you notice it?
Oh, it's floating in the river.
Floating. Okay. I'm just gonna back off now and say thank you. By the way, what's your name?
I'm Theo. Theo Solvac.
Theo. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate all the information.
Nice to meet you.
And then I'm gonna walk back to the group now.
Right then, so what are we doing today then? I mean, you're my boss, so what am I supposed to start with?
Well, you can start mapping out the locale of this town and just start, of course, on the journey as we travel.
Why don't we start with the tower?
Right. You're looking for a potion.
Well, maybe Janice will have something that can help Sienna as well.
Indeed. Well, I'm not opposed, since it looks like we're going to have to be obtaining some kind of tokens to gain access to the city anyhow.
Still don't
Say,
understand these tokens.
I don't either. What exactly are you looking for? What are these artifacts then?
Oh, they're quite unique, really. They stand out amongst anything found in where we come from. Kind of a interest that dates back many generations in my family, is just passed on genetically, I suppose. But gotta say, I do like being able to rub those artifacts in the face of the other lords and nobles, something none of them have been able yet to obtain.
I do enjoy rubbing things in people's faces.
Ravi, with that information, that actually gives you a little reminder of a story that you heard about a noble south of Basil, and just you were just reminded of somebody who yes likes to rub things in other nobles' faces.
Does this clue me in to their rank compared to mine?
I would say that giving you an idea that they have something to prove, you would be higher ranked.
Ah. I'm not going to say anything about that. But I'm going to look very smug.
Are you guys done yet? Seems like you're dragging forever today.
Hey.
Yes, well, it appears my breakfast has turned, so I've,
Well, it is good that
Prepared
you
to
gave the
leave.
food a chance.
of course, and on the future, Vela, I would very much appreciate your skills.
Excellent.
I liked it, and I'm gonna wink at Theo.
Well, there's someone who embraces a culture she's in. I like that. Speaking of what are your skills exactly?
I can do anything you want me to.
Hmm.
As far as stealing, sneaking, and yeah, that's about it.
Huh.
Oh, and of course, entertainment.
Entertainment, well. A saboteur and entertainer. Fantastic. It's an entertaining combination. Well.
Because we had a long rest, do I get to prepare different spells?
Yes. Sorry, should have told you that. Go ahead.
No,
and,
it's okay.
yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead and prepare.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I believe that's the only class that gets to do that, right?
No, I do too, but I
Wizards
already
do, okay.
did.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but yes. Well, seeing as how your skills are situational, and suppose you'll be finding many things along the way to take a cut for yourself, I propose paying you perhaps a salary of 30 silver per day, plus you get a percentage of whatever you take.
Works for me. I'll also do whatever jobs that no one else will be willing to. So keep that in mind.
Excellent, and of course you will be compensated with hazard pay for any of those that arise. Well, appears all negotiations are completed in agreement. Excellent. Let us
Shakes
be on our
hand.
way.
All right, so heading outside.
Yes.
Okay. It is still raining. As you head outside, the kids have gone to play somewhere else.
Good.
They're not in the they're not in the square anymore. And are you heading directly over to the path to the tower?
Yes. Yes.
Are we
Question is
checking
the
the tower first?
Was it on our way to the tower where the beetles were last time, or after?
It was
Same path.
It was the same path, yeah.
Same path,
After,
right?
yeah. It was on the way back though.
So, don't you guys think we should take some precautions as to what happened yesterday?
I am full of precautions, I say as I heft my battle axe over my shoulder.
Yeah, well, you weren't the one who almost died, but okay.
I did kill 2 of them though, so you're welcome.
Just gonna nod and say, yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Anytime.
Alrighty, you head over to the path, and it is a little bit tougher to see the path in the rain. Everything is very wet, and everything. There's actually a light mist as well, but you find the first path marker, the first breadcrumb. Again, that's that symbol, equal sign with a squiggly down the middle of it. And go ahead and someone can, whoever's in front, whoever would like to lead, give me a perception.
Can I be behind her and helping?
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage. I assume Ravi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good thing, because that sucked. Natural 20. Oh my god! This die has hated me so much, and I've literally
Today.
never.
We're
ever
moving to
rolled-
roll 20 next week. I'm just kidding.
We can. I will probably do better on that than my personal rolls usually.
Don't say that.
Oh, I like
It's
my
not true
dice.
today.
All right, with that natural
Wow.
20, you see
24.
every single breadcrumb all the way to the tower. You're walking, and honestly, to the rest of you, it looks like Ravi has already just memorized this path, almost kind of skipping along and turning right where she needs to turn, and you wind up at the base of the tower.
Well, so far I would say you're worth every penny I'm paying you.
Oh, I am worth so many pennies. I'm gonna go knock on the door.
There is no door.
Shall I just
right.
gesture to the same hole
Sorry, yeah.
as last time?
I don't know. Should we go in? That doesn't seem very nice.
That's what we did last time. She seemed to enjoy it.
This is true. Okay.
I'll go first, and I'll just go under.
Okay.
I will follow.
I'll follow.
After them.
All right. You are now inside the tower, and right when you entered the tower, you heard more crashes of thunder. It was raining a little lighter before, and it's just gotten heavier. Are you going upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there music like last time? Is there any noise?
There is. It's a little bit more faint, but there is music playing.
Okay. I'm just gonna go around the same path as last time to peek through the same corner.
Okay. So you head up, peek around the corner, and nothing is there. There's no drums, no gnome, nothing. But a faint
Like it's
sound.
been cleared out?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn back and be like, "There's nothing here. It's empty."
What are we hearing then? What are we hearing?
You're hearing basically some of the same drum patterns as yesterday, but it seems to be coming from somewhere above you, but there's nothing there. Like it's open to the sky above. So you're just hearing almost an echo of what was.
Can I poke around and just see if there are any traces left? Like any potion bottles? Any sign that stuff was there?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
14.
14. It seems pretty empty. There's definitely some marks like of where things have been sitting. Almost like there's some mold growing, or not some mold, some moss growing, but in a few places where there were drums sitting, it's just the stone. Like the stone was keeping, or the drums were keeping the moss from growing on the stone.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And that sort of looks like Ravi moves into the middle of the room and she closes her eyes and she opens them back up and they are sort of glowing. And it sort of looks like she's stuck her finger in an electric socket, like lots of static is causing her already very buoyant hair to just stand almost at end. And she casts Detect Magic.
Okay. Oh, that is not the right sounds. Sec. Okay. So as you do that, does it glow in any specific color for you, or specific?
It's sort of a very grayish, glowing, like stormy sky color almost.
Okay, cool. Little pulses of not lightning, but electricity kind of pulse through it. So the entire room is lit up.
Oh fuck.
but it's almost as if just like it is. It's faint. It's not something that that would be intimidating. Like it's just kind of a faint adds like a faint filter, a faint glow to the entire room.
So is someone present? Is it a presence, or is it just energy from magic?
Energy from magic. Do I know what school of magic it is?
It would be quizzing your
Sorry.
new
So
new
sorry, I'm
DM
so
here.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sec here. Let's go with illusion.
Oh fuck. I don't even know if she was really here.
What do you mean? Don't know if she was really here. We all saw her.
There's illusion magic all over this room.
Ah,
She handed us a potion. Physically handed it to me.
That is true. And it did not disappear.
No.
I don't know.
curious. Well, perhaps she was not illusion, but perhaps she was using illusion magic. I am somewhat familiar with the school.
Are you?
A little bit, just things I pick up here and there. Again, don't come across this hobby of mine and don't pick up a few useful spells along the way.
Of course. All right.
So she borrowed potions from Bumblehorn and dipped.
Well, he said that she returned them all this morning.
Though she did not bring back the glowing potion, which probably means that was not in his inventory to begin with.
Right. The glowing potion.
So, glowing potion, what other alchemists are in town?
I don't know. The only people we know are Bumblehorn Marcus and now his wife.
Yes, well, perhaps we should ask around about an alchemist.
I suppose. Thank you for coming with me.
Right, of course. It's quite intriguing.
So, are we done here then?
Yes.
Yes, let's move on.
Yes.
All right. So heading back to the town.
To town.
Okay. The path was so familiar for Ravi that you're going to go ahead and just memorize the path back, and it was easy enough. Although it does continue to rain, and y'all getting a little bit muddy. But you make it back to the town square, and there's a gathering of people in the middle of the square, and there seems to be one one dwarf in the middle, exclaiming to everyone in looks pretty frightened, and we'll go ahead and take a break.
Damn it.
Okay, so as you enter into the square, you see, huddled around the center of the square, there's a dwarf woman frantically explaining something. What will you do?
Go listen to what she's saying.
Yeah, just get up there and see what's
It's
going
a
on.
dwarf woman.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's go check it out.
Okay. As you walk over, you hear people talking, just kind of debating back and forth a little bit. But as you get closer, you can, when you get into ear's reach, you hear her exclaiming, I don't know if it's the rain, but there's been a collapse. There's been a collapse in the honey mines again. I'm not sure if anybody was in there.
Honey mines.
Should we go?
Honey mines.
Anyone know what the honey mines are?
Have any of us heard what the honey mines are?
Not yet.
Give me a history check.
Everyone?
Oof.
Ah, sorry.
Who?
That's a 6 for me.
Are we all doing it?
We can all do it.
Yeah, you can all roll for it.
That is a 16 for me.
Okay.
Does history have a thing?
Yeah.
Does it have one of these things that I'm supposed to add to at all?
Yeah, it should be a
Should.
history.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I got 10.
Okay. All right. So wait, did Laura roll?
Oh yeah, I got a 9.
9. Okay. Okay. So Ravi, guessing because of your status in the kingdom, you are the only one who has heard anything about honey from yeah. Ooh, this is very
It's gonna be giant bees.
yeah, you're the only one who's been who's familiar with anything like honey from a martingale. There is it's very, very expensive and very hard to get a hold of. Seeing as how someone would have to take honey back across the conduit to have it, but you know that it is, and you've actually tried it, just a very, very little bit of it, but you know that it is red, a very, very bright red, almost glows, but not quite glowing, but it just really, really shines, especially in the sun. So, and you know that it gives, it's kind of like the coffee, or it gives kind of like a coffee effect, kind of wakes you up.
But does it make good mead?
We have yet to discover that.
I will.
But as far as mines, this is the first time you've heard anything about mines.
Oh. I do think this is the honey that is very famous from this side of the conduit. It's very expensive.
Honey in mines, that just doesn't make sense. You don't mine for honey.
Did you just say expensive? So it's that means it's valuable.
Yes. It's very valuable. It's very delicious.
Maybe we should help.
Mines.
They could use a healer if somebody is trapped.
They could use a healer. And I'd be quite curious what else they might find in these mines as well.
Oh,
So-
real quick, you guys. I just want to thank CWF Network. They're the ones that we raided last week. Beat us to it this week. Thank you for the raid.
Oh wow!
Uh,
Hey.
so-
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
bringing your
cute.
crew over. They were streaming Fantasy Strike, a fighting game.
Nice.
Cool.
That was the wrestling
Yeah, that was
RPG,
Yeah.
right?
That's awesome.
So
Interesting.
cool.
CWF, thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that. Penny Docs, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Okay,
Buddy.
let's continue. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
Right. Yes. Curious what else might be dug up in these mines as well. But we should head over there. As like I said, I'm sure healers are in short demand or supply.
Vela, do you want to go find out where the mines are?
I suppose. I mean, I don't know.
Aren't
I
you
guess.
good with
Well,
directions?
Perhaps you could ask this lady here, seeing as how you're a cartographer, and perhaps you'd be best at drawing a map off of her description as well.
All right. I walk up to the dwarf lady. Excuse me, what's this about the mines?
The honey mines?
Yes?
Well, I think there's been a collapse.
And do they need anything? Are they looking for help then?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if everyone made it out or not. But I'd like people to check.
Right, well, can you give us some directions on how to get there?
Of course, you just follow the signs just south from here. Instead of making a right at the a right when you came in, you just head south, just straight south. That'll take you to the mines. About a 10 minutes walk.
Seems fine. You know, we just got here yesterday. Is there anything we should know about these mines? What's down there? Why was there a collapse in the first place?
Well, I'm thinking it's because of the rain.
I see. And anything else you can tell us about this?
Well, don't hurt my bees.
Your bees? What do you mean your bees?
Don't hurt my bees. The bees that make the honey.
Right. Well, are your lovely bees going to hurt us?
Of course
is what
not.
I would like to know.
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
They're docile.
Uh-huh. Right. So bees, docile. All right then. Well, thanks anyway. I guess we'll go look.
As you walk away, Marcus approaches. Says, Vela, that's your name, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm getting my accents here. He's not the Scottish one. Vela, that's your name, right?
Last I checked.
I would appreciate if you and your jump team go check out this for me.
All right.
If you
guess
do
I will.
so, I don't know if you've racked up any Pontum coins yet, but we'll give you one for each of you.
All right. Seems fair. Only one. Sounds like quite an important job.
Well, they're not
Don't you think
candy.
you ought to give us a little more?
They're not candy.
Obviously. And I just heard that there are a bunch of bees down there, and frankly, I don't love insects.
The bees are lovely. The mines are not that big
Leave.
either. Just head down there, check it out, make sure there's nobody stuck in the collapse, and from there.
All right. We do this, we get a token. Very well. I will go back to the group and fill them in.
As you walk back to the group, you can see Marcus kind of like telling everybody, don't worry about it. Disperse, and you start to see there. Walking back to their various huts or places.
Right, well, Marcus just asked if we would go check it out. So I guess that's our new assignment. Run and get potions one day, check out a collapsed mine the next day. This is not what I imagined, but okay. And we have to watch out for the bees, apparently. And we're not supposed to hurt them. It's that way. I point down the
Yeah.
road.
It's a way to earn a token as well. It's an unexpected bonus I'm willing to accept.
Well, maybe we should hurry.
Right.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
know if
right.
there's anybody in there.
Lives could be in danger. Let us be on our way.
All right.
Grab my
we
stuff. Be
go.
ready. Ready to go.
Anything you're doing before for leaving the town, or just heading straight out?
I summon Luna.
All right, Luna. You never dismissed Luna though, right? As far as okay, so Luna's just been hanging out at.
I figure she's probably, I mean, because I can summon her anytime, right? Even if I didn't dismiss her.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. You see, Luna takes off from your barracks room and swoops down again, just in silence. Always just a beautiful sail through the sky and perch right on your shoulder.
I'm actually going to just telepathically ask her to go to the cave and check it out and to come back and let me know if there's anything there.
Okay. She ruffles
Just
up
like
on.
stare into her eyes.
She
It's
ruffles
for
up
the
on your
bird.
shoulder and
To the bird.
then takes off and flies down that path.
Well, it's quite a majestic creature. I do not believe I've seen anything quite like it.
I believe that. She's beautiful, isn't she?
Quite. Where did you come upon such a beautiful creature?
Oh, she's a friend from my old life, I suppose.
Your old life, huh? Don't suppose you want to share details of that?
Of course not. It's not only my old life, it's what I'm going back to after this, too. Right then.
Right, well, I suppose you're under no obligation to divulge
To the mines.
to the mines.
All right, so you begin walking to the path to the mines. This path looks very similar. It's probably about a 30 degree angle away from the path that you came in on. So you came in from the south, but it was more the south west. Yeah, the southwest, whereas now you're headed straight south. But it looks very similar. There's trees overhanging the path that has been then not paved but cleared out. And you start to see as the plants, the flowers start to get smaller and smaller as you walk away from it.
I suppose I'll be taking notes about landmarks and things as we go.
Okay. As you walk down this path, there's not really anything that would give you the idea that, like, there's not bees buzzing around like crazy or anything like that. There's actually kind of a stillness in the air, and that's most likely due to the rain. There's you just kind of have that kind of silence. You do hear it's still sprinkling, but other than that, there's just the damp ground which kind of like enriches all the colors of the forest around you, of the jungle around you, and as you walk, anything else as you walk? It's about a 10-minute walk.
I'm just keeping an eye out in case Luna comes back and has anything to report.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just paranoid since the Beatles, so I just have maybe my bow ready just to and I'm hanging back looking for bugs because I'm not dealing with that.
Okay. Okay. Now, as you continue on, you start to see what is most likely signs of the honey mines. There's just kind of mounds lifted up. There's no holes or anything like that, but you just start to see raised mounds as if they've been pushed up from below. Raised mounds of earth. Most of them, again, are covered by just the foliage on the forest floor, and actually the pressure of some of these mounds have tipped trees at the top, so you see tipped trees at all of these mounds. Hey Jacob, thanks for the raid, appreciate that. Welcome Jacob and viewers, I hope you're doing well. I'm not interacting with chat too much tonight, but just wanted to say hello to the new faces. So you start to walk by these mounds, and then at the end of this trail you see what looks like the entrance to mines, like a old mine, again with the kind of the wooden frame at the front of it, and looks like a mine just kind of dug into There's actually three or four different mines, but there's one all well, let's say there's four all lined up kind of in a circle, and there's one that's open. The rest are boarded up.
No bees.
No bees.
You
Anyone
don't, we're not going in there, right?
Of course.
Anyone ever been in a mine before?
Heavens, no! Never even been underground.
Well, I've been on a few excavations. It's
Don't
not
we
unfamiliar
need to
me.
see if there's anybody down there?
Can I just start climbing? Is there like a ladder, Paul, like that leads down, or?
So as you approach the mine, you can see that there's not a ladder, but it's just pretty steep stairs. The stairs go down in about a 45 degree angle and just go down and down until you can't really
See?
see much anymore.
I can see in the dark, though.
Well, as far as it's not the darkness that's limiting you. You just see like stairs for
Yeah.
as far as you can see.
Okay. Well, is everybody gonna come, or are some people gonna stay here?
I'll
I
stay.
will come.
I can keep watch. That's fine.
You're gonna stay all alone.
Yes.
Luna swirls around or flies around the air. One circle, two circle, and then as she comes down to land on you, she does a twist, like kind of a barrel roll, and then lands on your shoulder. A little heavier than last time after the fancy tricks.
Well done, dear. And did you see anything?
Luna flashes. You see flashed before your eyes. Just an aerial view of where you're standing. There doesn't seem to be anything really out of place. Just the 4 or 5 mounds within this vicinity. That's about it.
Well, she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, I guess. Although that was a superb landing, dear.
Right, well, let's go get some high. Let's go save some people.
Right then, you have fun. I'll be waiting right here.
Vela,
I want to start to.
don't you think you might be helpful if there's people trapped down there?
You're so good at healing and patching people up, and you can find magic, which actually I can do too, but I just really don't think you need me all that much. I think you'll be fine.
That's fine. I'll take your cut of the money.
Are you
No, it's
scared?
quite all right. Her job is a cartographer.
I'm not
I would
scared.
prefer it if she remained safe up here.
Is she scared?
You're the boss.
Am I scared?
Can
Of
I
course I'm not scared.
insight check
Sure. Insight check.
Do
that?
I?
It's so good. I have to keep asking.
You can roll
22.
I'm just gonna
My
say
God, it's so
I'm
good.
scared to death. I can't beat that.
I'm going to walk up to Vela, and I'm going to reach my hand up, and I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm going to cast guidance. And unfortunately, it's going to feel a little bit like I'm shocking you.
Oh. Well, that was interesting. Thank you, I guess. Thanks.
So you feel
This should help.
you kind of feel actually the shock goes down your right arm, and just almost as if like if you've ever gotten like a significant shock from something all the way down your right arm, it tenses. But immediately after the tense, you feel this calming feeling from the ends, the tips of your fingers, all the way up until it kind of goes through the rest of your body.
Whew. Well,
That will help you.
lovely. A little surprising at first, but
Okay, Everybody into the mine. Let's go.
Luna? Is she still with me? Stay
Yeah, she was still
Tried
on your
joking.
shoulder.
I just wanted to stay on my shoulder.
Okay. You want her on your shoulder or your arm? You keep going like this, so I just want to make sure.
I know. She's gonna be on my shoulder.
Okay.
So you're sure you're okay with this, Vela? Do not hold it against you if you want to stay above.
She could guard the door.
I suppose I'll go in a little way. Just a short way. Would be fine.
Right then. Well, let us descend. Ravi, I suppose you should probably lead this expedition.
Okay.
All
Don't worry.
right.
I'm behind you.
As you enter the mine, as far as you can see, for right now, the stairs just go down and down and down. And as you walk, and let's see, I did not check. Whose has night vision?
I do.
I think I'm the only one who does not.
Okay.
Does an air genasi have dark vision too?
I do not.
Oh,
and
you
I
don't.
did
Okay.
not know that until this moment.
Never mind. In that case, I believe Fair should be leading this expedition.
as
That is probably smart.
as
Take
Ravi
point.
kind of like takes point at first and kind of just starts almost immediately kind of feeling around. Quentin.
Going to accidentally sort of grab Fair at the arm.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna switch
Yes.
spots with her.
Believe
Yes, I
change
think
of
this is a good
positions in
idea.
order.
Very stealthily on the stairs, just
Okay.
and just let her like hang on to me.
Thank you.
I'll take
Don't
it
mention
back.
it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Great.
As you walk, in some of you in darkness, just kind of using the others as a guiding light, you start to hear not drums. Let me change that.
She's here.
Yeah.
Oh god. We found her. Cool.
You start to
having
hear.
take the light cantrip next. Fuck. Didn't know.
You start to hear more of an echo as you step, and Fair and Vela, as you look up, you start to see that this isn't just kind of a narrow. It's not a narrow path that stays next to the stairs. The stairs have continued to go and go and go down, but above you there's a hallway that
Okay.
just stays pretty almost consistent with the surface. And as you're looking up, you start to see flashes of red lights, very, very similar to the Beatles. And as the flashes of the red light, there's actually a pulse down the walls. And Ravi and Quentin, you can see this pulse. This is a glowing red light, and it pulses down the walls, and it pulses all the way back down to you to where you start to see honey. As the light pulses from above, goes all the way down, almost like lightning, but following the path of the honey. It illuminates right next to you, and as you look down, you can see that there are slits cut into the stairs next to you, and the honey is dripping down along the stairs and just following the path as you go. So you're actually you're able to see start to see the path, and just kind of have that visual memory as illuminations happen here and there, almost again like lightning bugs, but lightning bugs followed by that luminescent honey coming down the walls.
Does it sound like bees?
They're pretty far off. You can't hear hear whatever's making the light yet.
I'm going to run a finger through the honey and taste it.
Same.
All right.
Kinda-
It
kinda-
is absolutely delightful. And as you taste that, the honey, you feel this just accelerating like a feeling. And everyone gets +1 to initiative
Oh,
if you're tasting the
Cool.
honey.
Yeah,
I did not taste it.
I'm gonna taste it. It's there.
um,
Do
My.
we really need to be standing around eating right now? Can we maybe, keep going, get this over with?
Did you taste that? That was quite exquisite. Oh my.
Right,
Fair,
right, I'm
would
gonna
you mind
run.
grabbing some bottles of that?
I'm gonna reach in
Must-
my bag and grab
I'm
must
gonna
it.
run
treat that with me.
Just like dip my finger in.
Just start.
Yeah, it's great. So can we keep going?
I'm gonna
Yes.
keep walking, but as I pass Fair, I'm going to pass her my water skin, which is empty.
I'm just gonna stand there and collect it. Scoop it on
Okay.
in.
Give me a sleight of hand, just or not. Maybe give me a. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. I want to see how much honey you get on your hands here.
19.
19. You have. You're pretty good at this. So you take the what was it? Water
Just
skin.
getting like, yeah, and then I have like little jars as well. That I
Okay.
pulled out of the bag already.
Okay. So you run it along the wall, and actually you find kind of a almost like just a little rock on the side of the wall that's protruded a little bit, and stick it right under the rock, and so the honey is flowing right in there. Okay. Very cool.
Tighten
Continuing
it up,
on your
put
way.
it back in the bags. Come back on the way.
Very good.
Fantastic.
All right. As you continue down, you are all of a sudden very startled. Actually, give me a perception check.
Me?
I do one
Who is
for,
in front? We have
It was
Fair.
Fair. Fair, give me a
Mhm.
perception check.
16.
Okay, a 16. Yeah, you not so much startled. Although those of you that cannot see, very startling to you. But right in front of you, in the path ahead of you, all of a sudden, and this does sound like a bee, but much, much bigger.
Damn it.
Lights up in front of you on the path, standing there on the path, and vibrating its wings as it eats some honey on the wall. It doesn't really seem to be. It doesn't really seem to care about what you're doing. It's just sitting there along the wall. And actually, let's at this point jump into roll 20 as well. We're not fighting yet. We're just jumping into
Okay.
roll 20 just to give a little bit more of a visual here. All right, chat. If roll 20 is wonky here, this is our first time using it, so bear with us. But I think we will be.
Oh,
It went black, yes.
yes.
Yeah, it went black.
Oh, I refreshed thinking that was wrong.
Oh.
That's okay. Uh, Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of that. I don't need it. Oh, God. Fucking huge. Holy fuck.
My word.
And then let me.
Boop. I'm not in front, right? Oh my God, it's so big. Oh. Ravi doesn't care, but Olivia cares.
That is a big bee butt.
The honeybees are cute, though. They don't hurt you. Don't hurt you. Why didn't I give Ravi an Irish accent?
See that? Okay, perfect. Cool. It works.
Yay!
Okay, so you see the bee butt in front of you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stop everyone and like freeze. Because we're moving and they can't see.
Why are we stopping?
I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to freak you out, but there is a bee.
I mean,
Is
at this point.
Obviously.
Oh, oops.
But he is a
Oh.
little larger than expected.
That is a big bee. How big is that bee?
Well, he's bigger than us.
The bee is, yeah, I mean, it's about, it's probably about 10 feet in length. And then.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. And then, so the wingspan, although the wing, it's definitely does not have enough space in this hallway of sorts, to fully expand its wings. So they're tucked behind it, and yeah, so 10 feet in length, maybe 7 feet in diameter. No, that's wrong. Let's do like 4 feet in diameter.
We are
Okay.
around.
So
a
he's
giant
completely
insect.
blocking the way, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if we wait, he will go away. It looks like he's doing
Seems
something
fine.
with the honey.
Happy to wait. Don't want anything to do with that.
I don't think honeybees are actually very dangerous.
Do you think we can just? No, I don't know.
No, I don't think we should,
What is
interrupt it.
the bee look like it's interested in right now?
Definitely the honey. Like, it's just kind of, I mean, and it's just kind of eating at the honey and kind of just moving around, very slow paced. Maybe even affected by the rain, like just real lethargic.
Is there room to walk around it?
Not without touching it. I can't really put it in the place I want it to show that it's blocking. It's one or the other. But yeah, it's right in the middle of your path. I mean, you can try.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and kind of try and imitate a buzzing sound from the bees that I heard a little farther down and see if I can get it to go towards the buzzing.
Okay. Cool. Give me a performance check.
Oh dear. That is a 12.
Okay. As the buzzing rings out, maybe let's see, what's the spell?
It is 30 feet.
30 feet. So 30 feet away. That's where you want to cast it? 30 feet above the bee? Okay,
Yeah.
So the buzzing, very, very similar to what you heard from above. Buzzes from above, and the bee actually rotates slowly, but kind of just crawls on the ground. It's placed on the ground and rotates a little bit, and doesn't really even move its head, but you can tell that it's looking up, and then rotates to you. It's not doing anything, just rotates around.
Should we just try to,
Um,
wave it on?
So very large insect eyes staring
So
at
just-
us.
all I did was turn.
Yeah. Yeah, and it still honestly looks like it's engaged with the honey. Like it's not. It kind of it momentarily stopped eating, looked up, and continued.
Can I take
right.
some honey and feed it to it?
Yeah, so you're gonna take it out of your. You said you have
I
a
collected
jar.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out of a jar because I took two, one for him, one for me.
Okay.
My water skin.
Yeah. Give me an animal handling check.
Oh.
What are you doing? It's not a dog.
Oh, I'm pretty good at that.
It's a lot larger than every dog I've ever seen.
19.
Oh
19.
damn!
Okay.
Wow.
Hunter's coming in with food. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Thanks,
Hunter! Hunter!
Bean. Not in view yet. Thanks, Bean. Okay, 10-minute break. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so as you approach the bee, it buzzes its wings just a little bit, and you see as its abdomen, like the parts that are red on the bee, illuminate, and at this distance, it is very, very bright. Not blinding, but just the illumination of the bee itself lights up the area around you, and then just seconds later, looking like it's stemming actually from the legs of the bee, not the illuminated parts of the legs, but just the legs, any part of the bee that was touching the honey bursts with light, and it flashes right next to you, illuminating the entire hallway. As Fair gathers closer with, you said you're doing it with the water bag? What are they called?
Jar.
What's that?
No, that's Robbie's. I'm doing it from a jar.
From a jar. Okay, you come in close, and the bee almost kind of, pardon the, almost kind of bumbling around, just kind of goes from the wall and turns and starts to eat from the jar. And as it eats, you move the jar right a little bit, and the entire bee turns. You move the jar left a little bit, and the entire bee turns. Not turning at the head, but the entire bee seems to just be like every now and then those big buzzes and flashes of light.
Okay. I have another idea then. Can I dip an arrow in the honey and shoot it down the hall? So it turns around and goes away? Or will it not really notice it, huh?
Well, you can try.
All right, let's try it.
Okay, so you're gonna dip the arrow in honey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you go and reach and dip the arrow in honey, you're kind of pushing against its its tongue, right?
Mhm.
Bees eat with their tongue. I believe that's correct.
This one does.
You're pushing kind of against this tongue, and it starts to agitate just a little bit, like you see faster pulses of light up the hall. But you're able to get a fair amount of honey on the arrow. And so, and then you're gonna shoot it up.
Like up over the bee, down the hall, far enough to where he'll clear the path.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, give me an attack roll.
Is there any sort of things to add?
Yeah, it would be the modifier of your bow.
My bow. Sorry. Thank you. Short bow. Modifier +2. Okay. 17.
17. Okay. The rest of you watch as Fair takes this arrow away from the pot. The bee is actually continuing to eat from the jar at the moment. And you watch as Fair gently sets the jar down, pulls out her bow, and shoots almost like a what would you say, 45-degree angle?
Yeah. 45
degree angle, and just off to the right slightly, and you watch as a trail of honey, like almost like a dog's drool, just flies above the bee, and impales the side of the wall up ahead. The bee does not take notice.
Okay.
Well, could we? Is it big enough to just kind of crawl underneath?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm
Okay.
going to try. Actually, before we do that, Liam doesn't get upset. I'm going to try to like cast Gust and not hurt the bee, but just sort of like, catch the gust under its wings. So hopefully it just kind of like whoops up and we can slide under.
Okay. Okay, give me you don't have to what's the DC on that for moving something?
For push I furious strength saving throw. And my DC is 14.
14. Okay.
It's not very high, level 1.
Here we go. The bee as you cast this, and then again, what is it actually? I don't think we've seen this yet. What does this look like?
No, you have Gust as Robbie takes like a very deep breath, and all the air sort of rises from beneath her, and as she breathes out, a stream of air lifts.
Okay, you watch as this stream of air. You watch as Ravi's moving her hands, and actually, Quentin, you don't know what's going on. You just hear this stream of air rush past you and go under the bee and press the bee up. The bee actually, for a moment, its legs lift off the ground, and as soon as it does that, it starts buzzing. And no lights, no illumination, but it starts buzzing like crazy. And you watch as it readjusts and slams up against the wall, is now on the wall. There's room for you to pass.
Oh. Go.
Gun!
Go. Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
Okay, where's the map?
yeah.
Where's my little person?
Bye.
Boop, 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 boop. Is it just us in here?
Yeah, where's
Where
everybody?
did I? Oh, wait. I have to.
Oh yeah, we
There you are.
ourselves over again.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like my tattoo, Paul.
What's
There he
that?
is.
I said this bee looks like my tattoo.
Awesome.
It's like the
It's-
same exact shape.
I believe it's actually an image of a bee that I recolored. So
Ah. This is a honeybee, though. I don't think that's a honeybee.
okay, cool. So you come up to this corner here, and this bee is just kind of perched in the corner there. Not pretty unassuming. It's not eating though. It's just kind of there. And almost looks kind of like it's actually cleaning its face a little bit with the front two I don't know what they're
Feelers?
called, feelers, mandibles. It wouldn't be its mandibles, but the feet actually, like the actual, maybe it's mandibles. I don't know. So it's just cleaning in the corner there. And as you come down, now this is where the stairs level out here. As you come down, you can see, I didn't really illustrate it on the picture very well, but you can see the channels of honey actually come down into buckets, like it's pouring into a bucket that is now overflowing, and a little bit on the ground, but it hasn't like blocked your way or anything like that.
Can we go around the bee?
Can I go refill my jar at that bucket?
Yeah. It's a bucket, simple
Priorities.
enough. Feel free to.
Okay.
Okay, are
Onward.
we're all moving around the bee?
Moving around the bee.
Okay. It seems to be completely
Unbothered.
unbothered.
I like these bees. Ah. It is. We were all waiting. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Paul, I am so sorry. Gust is a racial cantrip, so actually it is not my spell save DC. It's a strength of 10.
That's okay. It rolled a 2, so we're good.
Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. I just saw that when I clicked off of it. Well, now I know.
Okay.
Well,
So, in front of you lies the cave-in, and what it looks like is basically a rock, but rock that looks like what we would know as honeycomb. It's very, very big, strong, hard honeycomb that has all crumpled down, and as far you still have the view as far up as you can, but as far up as you look, you can see that it is all drenched in. Nowhere that you can see to move past it.
well, trip's over.
Ravi's going to stride forward with her axe. Does anybody want to try something else before I do this?
Yeah, I'd like to back up.
Cannot
could
even
try
see our
something.
dilemma.
Yes. She's going to like swing it down so it's resting on the ground now.
You might want to stand back a little bit.
Of course.
A little further,
Oh,
please.
okay.
And wait, let me look at it real quick. I will hold out my hand and start kind of swirling my hand around it, and this sort of black ball of energy forms and starts sort of sucking the light around me, and then all of a sudden it just bursts out, and it's Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. Okay. Let's see here.
So it's a saving throw, but unsecured objects within the area of effect are pushed 10 feet away from me automatically.
Okay.
So
All
loud,
right, so
lets
you-
out a thunderous
And it's
boom
also
that's
very loud.
audible for 300 feet.
Yes.
Okay, you watch as Vela unleashes this huge amount of area in this, and you hear the thunder just echo, boom, 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 boom.
There's like a big flash of light too.
And because you're in such a narrow space, you hear it boom, 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 like multiple times, echoing back and forth, and the entire room lights up. And stays lit up for about 15 seconds, and you watch as bees start to crawl down towards you from all
Ava.
over the hive.
It's clear.
The path in front of you is now there is about a 3-foot crawl space through the rocks.
All right, let's go. Time to go.
Judging from the last I was able to see, I recommend we crawl.
Okay, so
We
crawling
crawl.
through.
Crawling
Okay.
under.
Fine.
Everybody give
First,
me
Put my
an
axe back on my back.
acrobatics check.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. What
19.
the heck?
Wow. The dice are with us.
21.
19,
15.
21, 15.
7.
Okay. And who's going first?
I am. I'm getting the heck out.
All right.
Shorties.
You watch as Vela almost almost crawls through, almost weirdly, almost like a cat.
Wow.
No, she kind of crawls through and you see her disappear into the crevice. Who's next?
I will go next.
All right, Ravi, close on Vela's heels, and you can hear the buzzing of bees. Just kind of again doing maybe talking to each other. I don't know, but every maybe 30 feet now as they gather on your position.
As we crawl, I want to just, maybe this was not the spell for underground. I have I can do this one too, and it was not the best choice.
All right. Well, at least it worked. I don't know. I've never been underground.
Not worked is the phrase I would use, but okay.
Fair.
Yes.
Or Quentin, who's next?
I will go next.
Okay. Quentin crawls, and as he starts to crawl, he you can see that he is not used to doing manual labor. And as he puts his hand on the ground, at one point he slips and slams his elbow down. Not enough to hurt, to really do any lasting damage, but you hear him kind of in
Just shaking my head at him the whole time.
in the
Are you
least
all right?
in the least suave Quentin that you have heard thus far.
Nothing but my pride.
Sounds
Oh,
like maybe a
no.
boat as well.
As Quentin sends into the hole, Fair, you start to make your way, but you are waiting for Quentin.
Yep.
Waiting. And behind you, a bee leg steps on your foot as you're about to climb in.
Okay. Can I move, or is it like heavy enough
It's heavy enough to pin you right now. You can
Okay.
try to. You can try.
Yeah, I want to try to like weasel out of that grip.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Oh no. 4.
A 4. Okay. It pins you down and actually with 2 legs starts to pull you out. And at this point you turn around and you can feel the fuzzies against your face. The fuzz of the front of the bee.
Okay. Can my arms move?
Yeah. Your
Can I
arms are
grab the
free.
honey out of my bag?
Yes.
I want to grab it out of my bag, open it, and like roll it away from me to where it like. No. I want to put it on my hand and like smear it on the ground next to me.
Okay. As you quickly, you reach into the jar, get honey on your hand. As you go to smear it, the bee just follows the honey, starts to eat it from your hand, and you smear it on the ground. And it is distracted and ends up turning and getting off of your foot.
Nice. Then can I shove him in more and get going?
Yeah. Yeah. By this point, he is.
He's
far
already
enough.
through. All right.
Okay. Cool. Y'all are through the rebel. Here. Adjust it for the stream as well. Need to get better at DJing. Tired of this music.
B.
B.
No.
Okay, cool. So as you come around the corner there, I'll go ahead and reveal some more for you there. You come around the corner. There's another bee. This one is actually there's one more protrusion of rock. It's actually not in front of you. It just looks like it's above you. There's a protrusion of rock from the collapse, maybe 15 feet above you, and the bee is almost looks like it's repairing it, like it's kind of pushing against it and trying to put it back along the wall.
Cool.
It's repairing.
Okay, time to go under the bee.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Ravi's gonna go under the bee.
Yep.
I will too.
Under the bee. Under the bee.
Gonna follow. I've got nothing nowhere else to go.
Under the bee. Under the bee.
Okay, one here.
Pardon me. Now mine.
Sorry, I'm trying to add some. There we go. Okay. As you round the corner, everybody moving forward, I assume.
Yep.
Actually, I pre-revealed that, so.
Yeah, what
Bam.
that? What did that?
Oh
It doesn't look friendly. Oh!
gosh.
They're so big. It's like I'm not normally afraid of bees, but they give me some sort of weird feeling that's not comfortable.
Do not like them.
Yeah, so what is that we see?
Okay, so Ravi, where are you?
Oh yeah, Ravi is
I was in the
probably
back.
here at the front. Maybe like here. Let's chill out, you know.
Okay. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh my gosh!
There goes my other one.
That was not good.
Oh, neither was this.
But we get that +1 to initiative plus our already all. Well, holy shit.
That's right. You
Plus
do get a
our
+1 to
bonus
initiative.
Already is right.
Does initiative have a thing? Wait, am I?
Yeah, initiative is the one next to your AC.
Oh, I see it.
This is +2.
20.
I remember. Oh shit.
Dang.
Wow.
Eh.
All right. Let's see if we can get some.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Oh,
That's your
okay.
third one tonight.
I know. I just picked up my other dice because I just lost the one I was using.
That's awesome.
There can only be one, is what your dice are telling you.
Yes.
Not my dice.
Uh-oh.
They will never tell me that.
Here.
Well, I got a 9.
This might be a little too epic. And we'll keep it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, cool. So, hold on one more time. Let me write that down.
Initiative. Can't spell that. Yeah. Take extra 2.
That was Quentin with 20.
As a natural 20, but 24 altogether.
Okay.
Your fucking initiative is +3?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy for a warlock. What the fuck?
Okay, Vela.
Not every warlock has low dex. Oh, I'm 8.
Fuck you,
8.
man.
Okay.
Well, I'm 9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm 20.
Nice.
Opposite ends of the spectrum. Is initiative all from Dex? Shit.
Bear is 20, and okay, cool. And that is. Okay. So you watch, you turn the corner, and you see a small a small humanoid creature, kind of in tattered rags, and actually wears a helmet of honeycomb, of the kind of rock-like honeycomb that you saw earlier. And he just turns to you and says, "My honey," and he starts making his way to you. However, Quentin, you are up first. Making his way to you with a scythe in hand, ready to use it.
Okay. I'm going to. Sorry, is this thing humanoid?
It is.
Okay. I'm actually going to cast Charm Person.
Okay. That is.
So that is a Charisma DC 13 to save.
Okay. And you watch as how do you?
Or sorry, that's a Wisdom, I think. Wisdom 13.
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you cast this? What does it look like?
So I'm just going to try and just lock eye contact with it, and just kind of, I'm gonna use like relaxed body language. Like I'm just gonna lock eyes and I'm gonna relax my body. Just saying, you do not want to attack us. We are your friends.
And like that, he actually stumbles in the dirt and looks up and says, "You have honey for me?"
Yes, we have collected some jars of it. Tell us, what is your name?
And he opens his mouth, and you're not able to understand it because it sounds like the buzzing of bees. Opens his mouth and comes out.
Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What is your purpose here?
To feed.
To feed? Where did you come from?
And he looks up. How long does charm?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
perfect.
Just like that.
And he looks up, and you see all the way up. This is all of the entire way down the shaft that you have come. There is a tunnel that almost looks like it's bored, because this is not the hallway. This is just a domed surface. And at the very top of that, it almost looks like it's bored all the way up, and you see light at the very, very, very end of the tunnel.
I see. That's fascinating. And what is up there?
My home?
Are there others like you? Did you come here alone?
I came here alone, but there are others.
You live up there alone, you say?
No, I live with others. I came here alone.
Oh. Well, fascinating. How many others are there of you?
Well, there's... and starts going through the names of all of his friends.
How many does it sound like he says?
He goes through about 15 different noises.
15.
Oh dear.
Okay. I see. And all of you are just so hungry that you had to bore your way here?
We eat honey.
I see. Where do you usually feed?
Here?
Here. So you've been feeding here for quite some time.
Yes.
Do you know what happened with this cave-in?
He kind of looks embarrassed.
The water made tunneling a little more unstable.
The water?
The water from all the rain.
Oh, I see. You are aware that this is a mine the inhabitants use, correct?
Who uses it? I use it.
Yes. Do you usually share it with the others?
Yes.
Are they aware of your existence?
No.
Well, perhaps maybe you could come to some sort of agreement. Would you like to come back to the village and make some new friends?
No friends.
New friends, yes.
What they look like?
Oh, all manner of humanoid. I mean, some may look like me, some a bit shorter and hairier.
They not friends. They killed.
And he rattles off another 10 names.
Say they killed them, huh? Do you know why?
Because we eat the honey.
So they are the ones unwilling to share.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, let's see. I'm gonna turn back to the group. Quite an interesting turn of events. What do you think?
Why can't they use the other mine?
Curious as to why they would just kill them on sight instead of trying to communicate. I'm gonna turn.
It does seem that it was hostile until you did what you did.
I'm gonna turn back to him. Have you killed the others that were here?
I don't kill. I just eat honey.
Have any of your friends killed?
We only defend ourselves.
I see. Well, I think perhaps this could be chalked up to a misunderstanding between your cultures. Would you like to come back to the village? Perhaps talk things through.
Make a... go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oof. 10.
Wow, that was a
Sorry.
very loud car.
That was.
10.
Is honey at village?
There is honey at the village.
Refined honey like yous do's?
Yes, quite. Yes, it's the place where they refine it, so I'm sure you would find plenty of it there.
Tromdona says that wasn't a car, it was a bee.
That's what I thought.
That's what I'll keep thinking. It'll make it more bearable.
Yeah.
Me go with if me get refined honey for me and
Why, I can guarantee it.
Okay.
We
He comes
works.
over. He actually trots over to you. He's about 2 feet tall.
Oh,
And grabs onto your hand.
are
Very good.
are we out of initiative?
Yes, you are. Here I was worried about killing you guys.
Oh God, not today.
No, made a buddy.
Cool.
Right, so we're fine. no one is here. No one hurt from the cave-in. Are we done underground then?
Yes, I think we can head
Can we
back to the
leave?
village.
Great.
There's
I'll lead the way.
no workers down here.
But there's no way out but back where we came from, which now has the bees that didn't like us.
It seems he speaks the bee language, no? Do you speak bee language?
Bee have no language. They just like honey.
I think this is very doable.
You see? A simple solution.
Are you making it back through the rubble?
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
I'm going to ask him if he's so in all your tunneling, have you ever come across any strange looking artifacts, things that look ancient, strange symbols on them?
Roll for him.
What do you mean, strange symbol?
Oh, perhaps things that you've not come across otherwise, things that look different than perhaps texts or writings you may have seen from the others who mine this locale.
What is writing?
Oh, I'm gonna reach down and maybe draw in the rubble. Something like this. And try drawing a few symbols.
He looks at it for a moment.
We see something like this.
Where have you seen something like this?
All over the jungle.
Huh. You think you would be able to show me where exactly?
How much honey you got?
I've got as much as you would require.
Then yes, I show you.
Fantastic. Well, then, let us be on our way out.
We may
In
have
that
to
case-
have.
Oh, I was just gonna say on the way out, Robbie's just gonna take the bucket.
We may have to have him show us there first because Marcus is going to want him. Didn't we have something we needed to do?
Yes, we did. We're going to take a slight detour. Perhaps have him show us where he's seen this.
Okay, as you crawl through the rubble, he goes first because he really almost doesn't have to crawl. Well, no, he doesn't have to crawl. He just kind of trots through. And you see, as he goes through, he gets down, like he's crouched down, and he starts buzzing. And you see, all of a sudden, out of the darkness, bees light up all around you. They're still all gathered around, and you see them one after another, and then followed by that, the flashes of honey go up the sides of the walls, and as he continues to buzz at them, you can see he's actually almost guiding with his hands now, and they start to crawl up away from you. And as they crawl up away, he grabs one little piece of honey. Hands maybe didn't notice before, but his hands are basically covered in it, just sticky. You can see like little hairs on the back of his hands that are like crusted in honey. And he continues up the stairs.
Well, you are full of surprises, my little friend.
How heavy are these buckets?
They're like normal normal wooden buckets, maybe gosh, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds.
Can I grab one on the way out?
Yes. Thea, would you please take one?
I've got
Way
one
ahead
too.
of you.
Thank you.
Just grabbing one. There's at the bottom of the trough there are 3 buckets.
I've got one too.
Okay.
But I need a free hand, so I'm going to grab her one.
Yeah, I'm still holding a giant axe.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, as you As you walk along the path, the bees almost kind of are escorting you now. It's still pulsing as he walks in front of you, buzzing occasionally. As he pulses now, it's in sync. As he buzzes, they pulse, and then up the sides. And you exit the tunnel.
The minute we get out, I just like throw my hands out and look at the sky and let all the rain pour on my face and just breathe.
Are you claustrophobic or something?
Yeah, of course not.
Vela, as you sit there and breathe, Luna is still on your shoulder and looks down at you and turns its head, and you can see right on the top of Luna's head is just a big glob of honey.
Oh dear, you got something there. Hold on. I know it's a little sticky. There, that's a little better. It's still kind of there. All right, well, looks better.
Vela, you did very well under there.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're tougher than you thought.
I'd take 9-foot storms any day over underground.
And the fact that you say that and still trounce down into the cave, that speaks volumes about you. I'm glad to have you here.
As you're chatting, you hear what would sound like helicopters to us. You hear a buzzing, a large collection of, and you turn around and you look over, and you see 10, 15, 20 bees shoot out of the entrances somewhere to these tunnels, shoot out and just raise up and scatter. And that's what we'll call it tonight.
Oh!
All right.
Right.
Man.
Bees.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Awesome.
No, not right now. Oh, crap. I have an ending thing now.